Word Project 6 for our class is probably the most useful project that we'll do this semester. And that's a pretty bold statement, but I know people that have taken this class just to learn what we're doing in Project 6. And it's to create a mail merge with letters, labels, and envelopes. And it's actually not that difficult of a process. The book kind of spruces up a little bit, makes it a little fancy. But I'm going to run through how to set up the project and how to successfully do it. First thing is in a blank document. I'm going to save it right off the bat. I'm going to save it and call it Project 6. I know, very original. And then under Mailings, I'm going to go under Start a Mail Merge, and I'm going to use the step-by-step mail merge wizard. And the first thing they have us do is we're going to create a letter. And I'm going to start the document. Instead of starting from a blank document, I'm going to use a template. So on the right hand side here it says start from a template, and then I'll select the template, go under letters, and we're going to use the urban merge letter. Now this lays this out very nicely. Now I got to do is put in some information that kind of sets up our letter for us. And on the bottom, page 337, they want us to put in Riley Clark's information again. And Riley's address, 892 West Condor Avenue. And the address is Donner, Ohio, 44772. So we got that set up. Now what happens with this template is it's already a letter that's set up for us, and we're going to just have to tweak it a little bit and set it up the way we want. So I'm going to save this again just because I get to save stuff often. And the nice thing about this wizard is at the bottom it gives you step-by-step instructions. So we started from a template. We're going to go to the next step, which is maybe the trickiest step, is we have to actually create a list of all of the people that we're going to use in our mail merge. Now what's nice about this is sometimes you already have this list created. We're actually going to create a database in Access, even though we're not going to open the program Access. It'll create a database that you can use for your mail merge. Now you may already have a database with this information, so before you get to this step you may already have the items done. And as you learn this and do this, you can actually kind of work backwards or sideways to get this part done. But to do the project, it says I'm going to type a new list. I'm on step 3 and then hit create. And it brings up this screen with a new address list. I'm going to customize the list because I don't want all of these fields. And if you've had some database experience, you know what I'm talking about with field. What I need to do is clean this up a little bit. And ultimately I want my list to look like the list on page WD 342. So they have title, first name, last name. Instead of company name, I'm going to click on that and rename that organization. Hit OK. And then go down the list. They do want us to have address 1, address 2, city, state, and zip code, but we don't have to have country. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete home phone. I'm going to delete work phone. And I'm going to delete address, email address. So you can certainly change the name. You can delete some names. And actually what I want to do is I want to add 2 fields. I want to add one called position. And I'm going to add one called employee type. And you may have to, depending on where your cursor was when you created those, you may need to move these up or move them down. All you do is you click on the field you want and move them up or move them down. And this will be how the table was laid out when you actually enter your items in. I'm just going to move this to the side for a second. Notice as I put these in, it has the field headings at the top. Now after I get this set up, I can hit OK. And if you have made a mistake, you can always go back and customize the list again and come in there and clean it up if need be. Now the kind of time-consuming part of this is you actually have to go in and enter the 5 people, or the 5 records for the data source. On page 339, to flip back a couple pages, it lists all of the items in one fell swoop except for the title. The title you'd have to look back through. It actually has you on page by page, give you the information. But if you are like me, like to find everything in one place. So on 339, we'll take a moment and type in the people. I'll just do the first one here. I know you don't want to see me type all this in. Townsend, Sunbelt. See how it will scroll off to the side if needed, if there's not enough room. There's no address to for that person. Position is veterinary technician. And the type is C. And that C will make sense to you later on. Now what I need to do is come down here and add a new entry and just continue doing that. And I'll catch up with that on the next video.